Okay, there's nobody quite like our next speaker. His music has sold more than 20 million albums worldwide, and he has earned 7 Grammy Awards, including Best Male Pop Performance for Your Body is a Wonderland and Song of the Year for Daughters. He has also earned 8 number ones in the US on Billboard's Top Rock Albums chart and 25 hits on the Hot Rock Songs chart, most for any solo artist ever. Did you know that? His latest album, Sob Rock, debuted at number 1 on Billboard's Top Album Sales. He is a lead member of Dead & Company with 3 original members of the Grateful Dead, and I know you're a big Deadhead, so. And he is the world's most influential watch collector. I'm sorry. I got really excited about that in the research. He doesn't have any watches with him right now. Please help me welcome to the stage, John Mayer.
Good morning, distinguished guests, friends, family, people across the street, housewives. We are here today to honor Andy Cohen with his very own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, honoring his enormous contributions to the world of entertainment. And Andy is a classic entertainer. That's not to say that celebrities in the modern era can't be entertaining or intriguing. In fact, those are some of Andy's favorites, the unintentionally intriguing celebrity. But to be a true entertainer in today's day and age is to hold an extremely rare position because it is a massive commitment to the world and the entertainer's place in it. Life at its core is transactional. You try to earn more than you spend, experience more joy than disappointment, more hope than you do discouragement. And if you're lucky, you win the day by a thin margin, just in time to start the whole game over again. But like the greatest entertainers of all time, Andy Cohen widens that margin. He eases the burden of life. His voice on radio, his humor and charm on his nightly late-night talk show, and his reality TV dynasty all bring a much-needed ray of sunshine into our lives, making our morning drives a little less soul-crushing, our nights a little less lonely, and allowing us to feel as if we have a friend up there among the Hollywood stars. Good line, right? Because Andy really is the world's friend. I've walked with him down city streets and been on FaceTime with him as he goes about his day, and each and every time he's recognized, he's said hello to just like a friend. What's up, Andy? Andy! Hi, Andy, love what you said about de Blasio. He's also my friend. My dear friend. And there are times in life when you just need a friend you can count on. For example, when Homeland Security shows up to the beauty lab and laser parking lot and your friend's life is suddenly in shambles, will you be a Heather Gay or a Lisa Barlow? Andy is forever a Heather Gay.
Yes! Wow!
He is utterly original. He consults with nobody when wondering what's funny, what's compelling, what's soothing, and what's satisfying. His inner compass is unshakable. He's a rule breaker. He's an icon and an iconoclast, a Madonna stan and a deadhead. He's an A-lister who parties like a B-lister with the free spirit of a C-lister.
Yes!
He moves through all levels and truly appreciates each and every person he comes in contact with. He belongs just a little to every culture and can connect with anyone from any walk of life. And he has something that any politician would give everything they have for, the public's trust. I love Andy more than I can tell you. He's a brilliant human being, a hilarious cohort, a loving son and brother, and more recently has become a proud, engaged, and deeply devoted father. He's an incredible and mystifying combination of traits you'd normally have to find in 6 to 10 other already rare beings. He has the effortless suave of George Clooney, the gravitas of young Dan Rather, The fearlessness of Howard Stern, topped off with just a dash of Paul Lynde.
Maybe more than a dash.
To put it in slightly different terms, he's got the charm of Karen Huger, the depth of Candy Burris, and he can party like Vicky Gunvalson in Mexico.
Yes!
I don't know if you know this, I watched every Housewife to prepare for this. He's outgoing but anchored, dynamic but careful. Every night on Watch What Happens Live, he is subtly steering the entire show himself. I can't fathom the number of thoughts he's processing in real time, making sure the show stays on course, and that if it does veer off it, it becomes something you have got to see online the next morning. But beneath the games and hilarious bits, there's a streak of deeply important social change that Andy Cohen has brought about in the world. It's so seamlessly executed that it might be hard to notice, but because of Andy, everyone in America now has at least one gay friend. It's a kind of advocacy that those in need of a lesson in tolerance don't even realize is being taught to them. He's just Andy. And in his truthful living and in his truthful reporting of his life's experiences, he's softening hearts and opening minds, all while giving the world these things to enjoy. And Andy takes nothing. He is only given back to because he is beloved, just like a classic entertainer is. As we celebrate his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where his name will now reside among the biggest in history, let's remember that the hope of every entertainer is that their best and most memorable work stands in front of them. And in Andy's case, I know this is true. So if there's one thing I'd like to ask everyone to glean from this, it's that we all take a moment to appreciate how good for the world Andy Cohen is and how lucky we are to have him in it for many more years to come. We love you, Andy.
Thank you. Wow, he has a way with words, huh? The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce administers the Walk of Fame on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. I'd like to invite Los Angeles City Council President Nury Martinez to present you with a beautiful resolution from the city.
Thank you, Andy Cohen. If I can just take off my mask. Woo, thank you. It absolutely kills me that I'm up here without heels. But I'm healing a bad knee, so I'm gonna pull through it. But thank you very much. I'm Nury Martinez, the president of the Los Angeles City Council, and it's an honor to be here today. I cannot tell you, just simply putting it, how incredibly happy Andy Cohen makes me and my friends in Los Angeles. Because as the world is turning and all the problems that we watch on television, it is so nice to tune in to watch what happens now and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, to be distracted once in a while and see the drama unfold before your very screen. So thank you, ladies, for all of that, because this politician can certainly appreciate someone else's drama. And having said that, I also want to wish Ben a happy birthday. We have one of his favorite things, Zuki's cookies, because I know he loves cookies, so I want to make sure he gets some. Ben, happy birthday. And before we present you with a resolution, we also want to present you with your own bottle of Mujin, which open it, which I know you were drinking on New Year's Eve, because I watched you.
Just a little.
And the last thing I want to say about that is, when Mayor Garcetti departs and becomes the ambassador to India, I will become the mayor. I do not need you to build de Blasio me.
I won't.
Because I will come for you. Okay. And with that, on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, we want to congratulate our friend Andy Cohen on his accomplishments and welcome him to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow. Thank you.
We gotta turn around for the picture?
Oh.
Okay. Hold it.
Turn back this way.
Oh, turn back this way.
Across the street.
Across the street.
Good. Hey, everybody.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
so
Bye-bye.
much. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it all. Thank you. Yeah, I know where Nuri comes from. You do not want to mess with her. Okay. On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we now declare today Andy Cohen Day in Los Angeles. Woo! It is now time to hear from our honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Cohen.
Hey, everybody. So it's Andy Cohen Day. And I want to announce the rules of Andy Cohen Day. Tequila in the water fountains. Nobody has to work past 1 o'clock. More to come, more to come. By the way, the drinking word of my remarks this morning will be dream. So every time I say the word dream, take a sip or a toke or whatever floats your boat. This is really surreal. This is really a trip. It's kind of like being at your own funeral, but fun. Thank you, John Mayer. You're a dream. You are a dream. A truer friend does not exist, my friend, really. Thank you, Lisa and Garcelle, for being here, and all the Real Housewives, near and far. Each of you is a star, and being in your orbit is the greatest soap opera cosplay a guy could ask for. And without you ladies, I wouldn't be on the Boulevard of Dreams today. Speaking of dreams, when I was little, I did nothing but eat, sleep, and dream of TV. I Love Lucy, The Brady Bunch, Mary Tyler Moore, Carol Burnett, Donnie and Marie, The Love Boat, Dynasty, All My Children. I lived for TV. As a kid in St. Louis, whose family all worked in the food business, shout out to my parents and my sister, I'm not sure I was adventurous enough to picture myself actually having a career in television, and I was not yet vain enough to think that I could actually be on TV. Well, I grew up and I became adventurous and quite vain. People sometimes ask me when I felt like I made it in TV. I felt like I made it in TV the day that I stepped foot in the CBS Broadcast Center. Hey, it's the TMZ Celebrity Tour. All right, I'm getting a star. I mean, I gotta do Harvey Levin's business right now? I mean, honestly. I felt like I made it in TV the day I stepped foot in the CBS Broadcast Center on West 57th Street in 1990 as a PA on the morning show. I couldn't believe I was making a whopping $15,000 a year and that my check said CBS News. My check had the CBS eye on it. I had made it. And I felt then, the same as I do now, like working in TV is a privilege, a dream, if you will. I want to thank my colleagues at Bravo, especially Francis Barrick, for your undying support, and Susan Rovner, who watches my show every night, and I mean, like, means something. I want to thank the gang at Watch What Happens Live, led by my friend and colleague Deirdre Connolly and Michael Davies, John Jude. The first time I came to Hollywood, I went in search of Vivian Vance's star. I found her, and now we're part of the same kind of club, which is dreamy. I'm so grateful to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for deeming me acceptable to live in posterity on this iconic stretch of Boulevard. Among stars as bright as Jack Benny and Red Skelton, who are right over here, and on a personal note, that I'm situated between RuPaul and the Go-Go's is so cool to me. I love RuPaul. I love the Go-Go's. The Go-Go's were like my second or third concert. That gives me goosebumps. And to be right in front of my friends at World of Wonder, who've been colleagues for 20 years, amazing. This is all my honor and my privilege. And thank you so much, all of you. And thanks for coming out to my friends and family. And happy birthday, Ben! Happy birthday, man! It's your birthday. We got cookies waiting for you, man. Oh.
That was fun.
Okay.
Good. And I
You know
recovered.
what? We made a memory.
All right. I'm alive. Everything's fine. It's now time to unveil our star and say mazel once more for Andy Cohen. We'll be headed right down. Oh, that's okay. It's Rent the Runway. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Andy Cohen to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow! They spelled it right.
Can you put this one now for your office?
Thank you so much.
Andy, right on the left. Straight ahead. Everybody to the left, guys.
Man, I got a star. Yeah. Don't touch it. You want me to touch it or don't touch it, Ben?
And one more time.
Don't touch it? Okay.
Guys on your left, please. There you go. Andy, straight ahead. Everybody straight ahead again. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Are we good? Okay. Stand on my star. Where do you see it?
And you can see the frame. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at your left, please. Right there, perfect. Thank you. Straight ahead. Straight ahead, everyone.
And then everybody
Right next to him.
to the right here. Thank you. Everybody right here. Okay, guys?
And again, straight ahead. Everyone straight ahead. Thank you.
And then one more time all the way to the right. Thank you.
Guys, right in front of you. One last time, guys. Straight ahead. That smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andy, see you right in front of you, sir. Straight ahead, bud.
Don't touch it.
And you want on your left?
Touch it, Ben.
And on your left. Perfect. Andy, straight ahead again. Andy, straight ahead. Perfect. Andy, to your right, sir. One time.
Hey, Ben, come here.
Anna.
That's my star. That's my star. Come here. Look at these guys.
Kobe on your left. Ben. Ben, right in front of you. Ben, right in front, buddy. Andy, one on your left. Ben, look here.
Give it up.
Andy, stand on it. Andy on your left. Andy, right in front of you. Andy, what's up, hey? On your left, there you go. There you go. Very good.
One more in the middle.
I survived Andy Cohen's
Right in the middle.
And on your left. On your left.
Guys, keep panning to the center.
And on your left, guys. And again on your left.
Guys, keep panning right in the center. Right in the center.
And on your left.
Guys, can you take a step forward, closer to the spot, please? There you go. Thank you.
And everybody looking you on your left, please. There you go. Beautiful.
To the right, guys. Keep panning. Right here, right in front of you.
Straight ahead, please.
And then all the way to the right, up to the right here.
Yeah.
On the star, Andy. On the star. Right in the center.
We get center.
Guys, right in front of you. Right in the center, please.
And everybody to the left. To your left. Guys on your left. For one. There you go.
Right in the center, guys. Thank you.
Everyone to the right. Right here to the camera. Thank you. Hold on to the right real quick. Thank you. To the right.
And guys, straight ahead, please. And guys, one more time on your left. Andy on your left. Andy, Lisa. There you go.
Everybody in the center, please. That's fine. Thank you.
Let's do this first. Of course. And both on the left. Guys, right in the center here. Right above her. And straight ahead. Straight ahead. And all the way to your left, guys. Hey guys, straight ahead. Back to another pose. On your left, guys. Joe and Andy on your left. Look, Charlie's Angel style. Charlie's Angel style. How's some love? Charlie's Angel style. Where's the picture? This is what you push it. This is what you push it. That's exactly push it. We got a drum stop. Hold on. Guys on your left too? Guys on your left, there you go. All the way to your left. Down here, sorry. Guys, right in the center. Guys, right here on your left.
Whoever's doing interviews, come over. Yeah. Can we do it at a time?
Can we get the stop first?